great exercise to strengthen your glutes so that you use your glutes and not smaller muscles like your low back is the glute bridge. So to do a glute bridge, you'll want to get on your back, and the hips are an important part of this exercise as well. You want the hips in a neutral position. So you see this big arch I have? That would be bad. We don't want that, because then that means when we do the glute bridge, we're going to initiate it from our low back. And you'll notice that, hey, you'll do a few reps and your low back will be warm, you'll be using those muscles, then you know, hey, I'm doing that wrong. What you want is a neutral spine. So usually, that means having a flat back, or your back is flat to the ground. You have your hand there, you're squashing your hand to the floor. And that will give you a flat back, a more neutral spine. Now, if you have large glutes, that will prevent you from getting a neutral spine. So because you have large glutes, now flattening your back will actually over-rotate your hips and it won't be neutral anymore. So just notice that. But for the most part, flat back will get you to a neutral spine. Now that your hips are neutral, squeeze the glutes. So squeeze them real hard and keep squeezing them. And before you know it, you're gonna press up through your feet all the way at the top. Keep squeezing. You'll get a nice glute contraction. You want a straight line from your knee to your shoulder. Again, neutral spine, squeeze the glutes all the way up. Now, some things that might help you is if you imagine that you had a belt, you had a chain attached to your belt and that was pulling you straight up to the ceiling. That's kind of the path of travel that you'd like. Now, if you feel like you're using your quads, you may be pushing, see how I'm like pushing this way instead of pushing up. So if you do that, you'll be using your quads more. If your feet are out, I'm exaggerating that, but you'll be using hamstrings more. So you want to play with the distances, hip width, and where you get the best glute activation. This is where the feeling you get, the mind-muscle connection you get will help you to establish a good glute bridge. So again, you want a neutral spine, squeeze the glutes, and go up. Make sure you keep squeezing at the top. Nice flat line from your knee to your shoulders. So you can incorporate that and get a very good glute bridge, which will strengthen your glutes and protect your low back.